welcome back to E4 Entertainment. I'm here repping the Justice League East, and today we're doing a spoiler Justice League review. So if you didn't see the movie, go watch it, come back, then watch this video, alright? So let's start off with some negatives. Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is by far, I think, next to Doomsday, the worst villain that DCEU has had. He's so trash. His CGI looks bad. Like throughout the whole movie, he looks like a PS4 Final Fantasy character. That's what he looks like. He's not menacing. You don't feel any kind of fear, because they talk about fear throughout the whole movie, but he's just so whack, and he fights them like too many times, and you never feel anything for it. Then the story, you can tell that it was way longer. It was probably like closer to the 2 hours and 40 minutes that came out like a few months ago, that they cut down to an hour and 59 minutes. The pacing was crazy. It was just like jump, scene, jump, scene, jump, scene. It was too much. The characters in the movie, they didn't get enough. Well, not Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman, she's like all set. Part 2 of Wonder Woman's gonna be awesome because you have all the background, you know everything about her. But the other characters, like even Batman, like even throughout the movie, at some point in the movie, he says that he's been up doing this for 20 years, which makes him a really old Batman. But then like Flash, they show you a little bit about his not really his past, but they show you, about his father. They show it in the trailer. So when he's in jail, he visits him a few times. Cyborg and his dad. Cyborg really surprised me, but I'll talk about that after these negatives. But they didn't get enough death to kind of make you like them more, I'm pretty sure whenever this Blu-ray comes out, whatever they're gonna call it, director's cut, extended cut, the Snyder cut, whatever it is, it's gonna be way longer than this theatrical version, and maybe it'll have more depth for each character, because they didn't get enough. They just showed you like a couple of seconds of each one, maybe like a minute's worth of each one. Jumping too much, trying to get the story, an hour and 59 minutes long. The CGI is way too much. There's parts in the flick that it's everything going on is CGI. You can tell. Since we're doing spoiler, I'm gonna talk. It's Superman. I knew that Superman had that mustache for the reshoots, so I think that made me stare more at him. And there were some scenes where you could tell he didn't have the mustache and they didn't use the CGI, but there were some parts where, like in the beginning, when the little kids are interviewing him and stuff, his lip looks so weird. It looks like his lip was like flat, and his teeth are kind of out a little bit. And then I think towards the end, you could see it again, and it just looks weird, man. It's like they could have probably cut that whole interview with the phone. They could have cut that off, and it wouldn't have been so awkward. The ending, the way they defeat the enemy, is so trash. Like, holy shit, I felt like I was watching the ending of Spider-Man Homecoming, which was trash. Then positives. Flash was awesome. Made me eat my words, because I was hating on him ever since I saw that first trailer. I thought he was gonna be garbage, but throughout the whole movie, this dude is hilarious. Mad jokes, kind of geeky. Well, not kind of. He is a geek. But his jokes, his faces, when they bring Superman back, and everybody's holding Superman back, and he's like, "I got this," and he starts running. And he's coming around the corner, and Superman turns his eye, and he does that face like, holy shit, he can see me. That shit had everybody dying in the movie. Like, oh man, that shit was epic. Then when the scene in the Batcave, when he's zipping around, jumps in the Batmobile, goes over there, gets on the laptop. That's like what a little kid, a geek would do. It was just awesome to see. It's mad comic booky, but it makes fans happy. Wonder Woman, she's just awesome. Like, Gal Gadot is perfect Wonder Woman. All the haters that hated on her, I mean, they ate their words back, Wonder Woman, but now you can just see that she's perfect, bro. I mean, there were some parts in the movie, like there's a scene with Batman. It's like trying to like push her. I don't know for what, but he's like pushing her, and then she hell off of me, man. That shit right there, I felt like she wouldn't do that, but I mean, he did like bring up some shit, so I guess maybe, you know, she's a woman. She's like, yo, don't talk about my shit. Then Cyborg, I was really scared of Cyborg. I thought he was gonna be garbage, but the actor that played him, he did really well. You didn't get a lot of him, but he was a big part of the movie, so he did really good. Aquaman, Jason Momoa, he's just awesome, bro. Like, he didn't get a lot of. I feel like he didn't really talk. Like, they probably cut a lot of his lines out, but he was more like in the back, like fighting. Whenever everyone was fighting, he was in the back. That scene in the trailer when he throws the trident and hits like two dudes. I think they cut that out because I don't remember seeing it. I saw the one where Cyborg grabs him and throws him at one of the parademons. That was pretty cool. Batman, Ben Affleck looks awesome. So Superman, they finally got Superman right. Like, it's been so long. All these movies where he's like evil and shit, like not giving a shit about people. Like, after they bring him back, which is mad cheesy. I don't understand how they brought him back with the box. And after they brought him back, he was the right Superman. Oh, another thing, the way they bring him back with the Flash, like, oh, if I get enough distance, I can do this. He just goes like 10 feet away, which I thought he was gonna go like around the world or something, like to get the speed. But he goes like 10 feet away and then comes back. That shit didn't make no sense. They finally got his speed, his strength. They made him OP. And since I'm guessing that it was Josh Whedon that actually used his freeze breath, because I think Snyder doesn't know anything about that. I don't even think he knows he has that. The CGI, back to the CGI, when they're at the end scene with all that purple stuff that's coming out, I felt like it was too much. It was more like it was too much like Suicide Squad with that shit in the air and all that shit that the bad guy was throwing. I didn't like that, but the characters, they made up for it so much. So they make you love the movie. Like Flash, towards the end, where Flash is like saving the people and Superman's like fighting Steppenwolf, and he hears people. He's like, oh, civilians, I gotta go help them. And Batman's like, oh, Flash got him. He's like, nah, there's too many. I thought he was gonna go help Flash with the 4 people on the truck, and you see Flash pushing the truck, and then freaking Superman comes back with the freaking building full of people. That shit was awesome, bro. I was like, holy shit. When he passes by Flash and it's like, yo, what up, Slowpoke? And he's like, you go left, I'll go right. That was awesome. The 2 end credits, I like the race comic book. You know, they did it a bunch of times, so I like that they referenced that. The second one, I thought Deathstroke was fucking awesome looking in the costume. I was kind of pissed off that they brought this Lex Luthor guy back, but I mean, Henry Cavill, I didn't like Henry Cavill that much, but in this one, he redeemed himself. I'm so happy that they kept him. So I'll give Lex Luthor a second chance, as long as he's not like a wannabe Joker. Like he looked, you know, he had his suit, his bald head. He looked like Lex Luthor, but just keep thinking about that Batman versus Superman, man. It was so bad. Like, so I'm hoping, you know, if they do make that movie, I'll give him a second chance. Deathstroke, he looked awesome with the suit, but when he took his helmet off, I didn't like all that white shit that it looked weird. It was like, yo, use regular dye. It looked like he had chunks of paint all over his face and his hair. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. Maybe I'm just being picky. I'm not sure. But I think, other than the story and Steppenwolf, which was straight trash, all the characters made up for it. Aquaman, they showed you Atlantis. They showed you a little bit of Atlantis, not too much. I guess they're saving that for the Aquaman movie. But they did show you how they're gonna talk underwater, with those air bubbles and shit. Cause I thought it was gonna be kind of weird. Everybody's trying to figure out how the hell they're gonna talk underwater. They're gonna use like telepathy or I don't know. But then again, Batman says, "Oh, you talk to fishes," and Aquaman said, "No, the water does the talking." So maybe they will do that. I'm not 100% on that. But it makes Aquaman makes me more excited for the movie Aquaman. Then there's the Amazons. The Amazons. That scene in the beginning when Steppenwolf comes down and there's like 100 Amazons just with arrows and their swords protecting the mother box. Which, by the way, the Atlanteans are retarded. Like after they showed that with the Amazons, in Atlantis, they had like 2 or 3 guys guarding the box. That shit made no sense. Well, I mean, I guess it's better than keeping the humans one in a freaking closet, but back to the Amazons. The Amazons, that first scene when they were fighting Steppenwolf and they showed the chicks that break the pillar so that they can get locked in. Those chicks were awesome. They look tougher, like the ones that grab the wall from coming down so that the queen can get out. Those chicks look savage. Then the chick with the arrow. Oh, back when they show the flashback and they show the gods, Zeus. They show the lanterns with when he dies and his ring zips off. And maybe, you know, I guess that's mad long ago. So, but they showed them, so you know that they're going that way. And he looked cool. So he didn't look all cheesy like the old Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. Like, oof. Forgive me for that. Overall, I love this movie. It gives me hope for where DC, well, it's not the DCEU anymore, whatever they're calling it, but it gives me hope that DC is going in the right direction. No more Snyder shit. No, everything's dark and gloomy and shit. Like Superman's finally smiling, saving people, giving a shit about people. He's OP. They show his strength. They show his powers. Oh my god. It was an awesome movie. It was way better than Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad. Man of Steel, I kind of liked Man of Steel, but he was still too dark and gloomy. Well, actually, you know what? I like Man of Steel because of the action. It was a lot of, but the story and everything, I didn't like it. So yeah, B+. Go watch it. Let me know what y'all think about the movie. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to press that like button. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to press that notification so you get all the notifications whenever I post a video. Peace.